Good morning, everyone. I know it's been about a couple of weeks. I haven't been doing a video. I don't need to do video all the time. It's only when I'm inspired. And this time, God said, get up out of my bed and get to the park. And we're going to talk about this whole cancel 2020. Throw it in the trash. 2020 is horrible. And I agree. 2020 has been horrible, not just as a country, but personally for me, it's been a mess. But when you are given greater vision, when your vision's cleared up, right? So today I have on my glasses so I can see a little better. When your vision's cleared up, we begin to see things as though they are and not as we thought they were when you don't have correct vision. Things are fuzzy, things are not in focus. So now that we have better focus, what do we do with this better focus? Yes, death will still occur. That's part of life and death. What do we do with the knowledge that we have? Well, we know how to, one, better protect ourselves with COVID. Those that are scientists in the medical field, they're working on a vaccine, know how to prevent it again. This is not the first pandemic. Looking at history books at 1918 to 1920, that was another pandemic. We learned from that one. What can we learn from this one? We've learned how to be more of a family. So we can't throw 2020 away. I want to recap on the 4th of July. I saw so many family gatherings on the 4th of July that I had not seen in years. Families coming together, more pictures of family on Facebook or Instagram, more people spending time with their families. So that came in with 2020. Yes, tragedy happened. Yes, pandemic happened, but we were able to focus more on our family, right? Yeah, they make it on our nerves, but now we get a greater appreciation of the people that we have when put in the light of people that we have lost. We're learning to value our life better, not thinking that tomorrow is planned, which of course God never said tomorrow is planned, but being more effective with what we're doing today. Each day, each minute, each second is valuable. So how do we treat our days? Like some people are building their businesses, others are buying property, others are going back to school. So there's so many different ways to look at 2020. Racism in our country has always been there. So it took another and another and another wake-up call for us to mobilize. And now it's just not us mobilizing, it's other countries protesting with us. So we go from protesting to marching to being in politics to writing letters to emails to voting. If 2020 hasn't done anything else but mobilize us to vote, not waste the sacred right that we were given by our ancestors who fought and died for that privilege, vote, use it. And the other thing 2020 has done is showed us what things need to be cleaned up. And when you start to begin to clean up things, always makes more of a mess. And I used to say, and I tell my friends all the time, when you go to clean up your house or when you sell your house, right, there's a process where you start and pack up the things that you really want to bring. And then it seems like you're left with the overabundance of junk. And it always seems to be when you go to clean up, it gets worse before it gets better. So if 2020 is like that analogy, it gets worse before it gets better, know that it's going to get better. Know that, Bible, joy comes in the morning. Know that tomorrow is another new day. So what do you do with today? You stop worrying, you stop complaining. Yes, you mourn, you grieve, you laugh, you cry, you do all of those things. You embrace all those emotions, and then what do you do with it afterwards? So I, myself, don't cancel 2020. 2020 has shown me a lot. It's shown me a lot about myself. It's shown me a lot about my family. It's shown me a lot about my relationship with the Father. So I can't cancel 2020. I wouldn't want to. Because there are lessons that I have learned in 2020 that I do not want to repeat again. There are nuggets that I can take with me now to share with my children, my children's children, and their children about economic wealth that I learned in 2020. Up until 2020, we have been very low with how we deal with our economics in the Black community. And all of a sudden we have this awakening. So what do we do with it? I don't cancel 2020. I celebrate 2020. I thank God that I'm able even to see 2020. I thank Him for every nugget that I've learned in 2020. And I'm going to apply that knowledge to my next minute, to my next hour, to my next day, to my next week. So don't cancel 2020 just yet. God knows what He's doing. God is still high and on the throne. And He can turn things around at any time He wants to. Matter of fact, He already knows the day, the time, the hour when He's going to turn things around. We just need to stand fast and know that He is God and trust Him in all that we do. Trust Him with our very lives. Trust Him with the dreams and plans He has for us. Execute them now. Now we're in the executing phase, right? We planned, we execute, and we execute by faith. We live by faith, not by sight. So 2020 is not over. Don't cancel it yet. Don't cancel the plans God has for you in the rest part of the year. 2020 is here, and 2020 is still showing us more. The vision has yet to fully unfold, so embrace it. Love you guys. Bye.